there was something that you've said in 2016 at TechSparks only. Do not chase money. Let it float towards you. But Nitin, to a middle class India, to most of us who have not seen money, and that kind of money which we read in papers and headlines everyone else is getting, how do you get into that state? Because most of us worry about money. Most of us spend so many time, hours of our lives thinking how to get money. How do you get into that state? Because I've seen you, like from whatever I've seen you, you've not fretted over money.
Yeah, but that's come out of experience actually. So I used to trade the markets in my previous avatar. So I traded for 12 years, and so when I started trading, I had all rupee goals in my mind. Like I need a sports car, I need this watch, I need whatever, right? As in my room was full of these posters. But like every time I kept a rupee goal, I faltered. I kind of lost money because I was trying to be too aggressive, or I was trying to optimize to make money. And I've realized with experience that the decisions you take to optimize to make money isn't always really right for the business, right? As in, because when we think money, we all want to make money quickly, right? So we are all thinking of making money quickly, which is, you're trying to optimize for what is right for the short term. And what is right for the short term is hardly ever right for the long term, So I think one of those decision frameworks in my mind is that I never think short term. I'm always saying, will this work for the next 3, 4, 5 years? Because even in trading, right? I keep talking about it, saying that trading is one of the hardest ways to make money in the life. A lot of people think it's very easy to make money trading in the markets, but it's actually one of the toughest ways to make easy money in life. And the reason for that is because if you make money the wrong way, you lose it back very quickly. You can't hold the money. And one is making money, and second is you want to sit on that money, right? As in you don't want to give it away, right? So, and that is, I learned that out of experience. I've blown up 2, 3 times in my life, and one of the blow up was so big that I was in trouble for 3, 4 years after that. So, it's learned the hard way, but I think that kind of flowed into the business when I started, and yeah, so the idea was to get up every day and get better at whatever you're doing in life, and then know that if you keep getting better, at some point of time, the odds of luck hitting you increases. If you get lucky, then money can happen, right? As in, to make money, I think the secret sauce is luck, right? And the way to get lucky is to survive long enough to get lucky. As in, there is it's just simple maths, right? So. That's how I've thought about it, and yeah, thankfully, I've stuck through those philosophies through the last 12 years of Zerodha.
It's a very silly question, but did you get all the posters that you had, all the things that you wished?
I did. I did, but I quickly lost interest because I realized that if you have a Rolex, you have an Audemars Piguet, you have Audemars Piguet, you have Richard Mille, you have. So there is no end to it, right? As in, so I've let go of all my watches. I think my Apple Watch just an amazing job. I don't think I'm going back to any timepiece as they call. As in the same thing with vehicles and cars and all of that. I think, I like a lot of people, right? I thought that money can buy you happiness, but it doesn't. I think money really complicates life. You get too many choices. You get into this whole. It's like a menu where you can, you have 1,000 items on the menu, right? I'd rather go to a restaurant where there are 4 items, 5 items. I select, and it's easy to select, right? But if you have too much money, I think the problem also is, you have this decision paralysis, right? As in, what do I buy? Because you can potentially buy anything you want, right? As in, like a lot of, I meet a lot of entrepreneurs, and usually the question is, I'm going through tough times. Is the grass greener on the other side, right? As in, somehow, I hit it, and then, somehow life becomes very easy, and, all my decisions and problems go away. But I think I actually enjoyed Zerodha a lot more, my life a lot more building Zerodha than post-success of Zerodha, because, this whole money has brought obligations, you're being watched, everything you do gets analyzed, everything you say gets analyzed. I had a lot more fun building the business the first 5, 6 years when it was, it seemed hard at that point of time, but I think that was more enjoyable. So for everyone who's starting off building, I think treasure this moment, because, you won't get it back, if you kind of, get lucky and hit it in life.
I agree with you because I want to re-emphasize for everyone. He to definitely has money, and uh, and money with such amazing value. Honestly, I'm a huge fan. I don't have money, but one of the things I realized, I come from Bihar and I was always chasing money because, and I've talked about it, because you get, dowry hai, ye, wo hai. So I wanted to be very atmanirbhar. And when I got the money, I started working, making good salary. Then my mother got hospitalized and she passed away. And no money. I tried to, whatever I had this great pride, I'm earning good salary and I can take care of her, but I just couldn't. And that time, very early on, 12 years back, I realized that money just can't do this. So you're hearing from all the spectrum because we suffer so much thinking about money.
Yeah, but the problem with this money is, once you've made money and you say you don't need money, then, it's borderline hypocrisy, right? As in, so, I mean, so I kind of shy away saying this because it is hypocrisy to say it now, but yeah, but it is food for thought. As in, I think money doesn't solve any problems. It just complicates it. It personally for me, it's just complicated my life a lot more. And
But I think you'll be a guy who would simplify things. So coming